Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole. Today I have something just small and simple planned. I wanted to try and harvest my marigold seeds because I think all of the flowers are dry now, except for the ones that I just harvested yesterday. I have them sitting in a glass again on my table, and I wanted to enjoy the last of the flowers. So those will be the last batch that I harvest, but I still have a lot of flowers to grab some seeds from. So we're gonna do that, and we're also gonna go grab my pumpkin that I have sitting outside that I think is pretty much ready to come inside. I was able to harvest 2 of my pumpkins out of my garden. I'm super excited about it. I think I'm gonna let both of them sit outside for a few more days. Definitely the smaller one because it's still green and I want it to turn orange. I'm not really sure what I want to do with the smaller one yet. I think I'll probably just use it as a decoration out in my front yard or something, or inside. But with the bigger one, I think I want to try to make something out of it, like a pumpkin pie or pumpkin soup or something like that. But I am gonna let it sit outside. I mean, pumpkins sit outside throughout the whole month of October at the pumpkin patches, so I feel like it would be fine if it were to sit out there for a few more days. So those are gonna sit outside. I think inside, if you were to bring your pumpkins inside, they would last about 1 to 3 months, and depending where you keep them inside, if you keep them in a cool, dry, dark place, then I think they could stay inside for up to 2 to 3 months. 1 month if it's just stored at room temperature, uncarved of course. So as far as carved pumpkins go, I think they last around 3 days to a week inside if they're carved. But we're not gonna carve those ones, I don't think. I just wanna use them as a decoration, and then the bigger one as food. Maybe make some pumpkin puree or pumpkin pie, something like that. but we'll just see. Now, as far as these marigold seeds go, I definitely want to harvest these. So I'm gonna set up a place where we can harvest these seeds. All right, so I have all of my marigold flowers except for these ones. I'll do these separately. I'll just have to wait a few days, a week, maybe a few weeks for these flowers to dry out. But these are ready. The stems and the flowers are all dried out and browned and ready to harvest the seeds. So let's go ahead and do that. I did briefly show how to do it in my last video, but I do want to show you guys again how easy it is to harvest these seeds from marigolds. So this might not be a great example. Let's do a bigger one. So we got this flower, and what we will be doing, or how we'll get these seeds out, is we're gonna pull these little flower petals out. I'm gonna pull all these flower petals out of here. And then these little match looking sticks are gonna be our seeds. And the flowers are inside of these little match sticks, and these are our seeds. So if I can get them in my hand, and those are the seeds. And I'll give you guys a closer look on how to do that again. And let's just get the rest of these in here. Just gonna break open the flower, and you see all those seeds in there. All right, so I got you guys at a better view. So these are all of our flowers, and these are all of the seeds. And I kind of spilled this one, but if you can just see how many seeds came out of just this one flower, kind of just spread this flower open and get all those seeds out of there. And this is such a therapeutic thing to do. I find this very therapeutic. I love doing anything that requires picking at something or digging or just relaxing and listening to my thoughts, thinking, and just doing something with my hands. I think it's just very relaxing. So if you find this sort of thing relaxing and you have any kind of flowers or anything that you can harvest seeds from, I would highly suggest doing it because it's very easy, it doesn't take a lot of time, and you get so many free seeds from doing this. I know for a fact that I did not get this many seeds in the seed packet, and I still got a good decent amount of flowers this year. So if I were to plant all these seeds next year, I would get a lot more flowers, and that is just very exciting. So again, we're just gonna, oh, there's a seed that's trying to get away from us. Pick these flowers out of here. And then this flower doesn't look like it fully opened. Actually, it might have. It's just these seeds are down in the stem. There's so many. There are so many seeds. This makes me super happy and excited. Just look how many seeds that is. One still in here. Okay. Now this flower isn't fully dried, if you can tell, but I'm gonna try and open it anyways, just to see what the seeds look like when they're not ready. I'm just gonna, oh yeah, that is definitely a significant difference. I'm gonna try and pull all of these flowers out of here. But this is what the seeds, and it's not as easy to do it this way. I'm not even sure if they'll be able to fully dry. This is what the seed looks like when it's not fully dried. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this one. I think I'm just gonna toss it. Some of them are starting to turn, but I think I am just gonna toss this one, just because I'm going to bag these ones up right away after this. And so if I were to put those wet seeds in there, I don't want them to mold and have the potential to expose all of my good seeds to mold, and then the whole thing would just go bad. I do not want that happening because I already had to go through, I think I spent around 2 hours trying to harvest sunflower seeds from the big sunflowers. And what ended up happening is I did not dry the sunflower seeds as long as I should have. I think I only dried the sunflower seeds, maybe 2 to 3 days. And they ended up molding. And so that was a super big bummer. I was really excited to grow those big sunflower seeds, mainly because I thought they were crossbred with a different sunflower seed. It was those red ones. And I was really excited to grow them because I believed that they were crossbred. But now we will not be able to find out because they all molded. Now I'm kind of noticing that there are some seeds in here that are a little wet still. So I'm just kind of taking those out because, again, I don't want to chance or take a risk of putting wet seeds in with my dry ones and having them create the whole batch to go bad. That would be a big bummer. But most of these seeds are dried. Or what I might do, if any of these ones are still wet, is I'll just lay them out to dry for another couple of days so I can just get as many marigold seeds as I can, and I don't have to spend any money on marigold seeds next year, which is really exciting in my opinion. Super easy to do. I remember the very first time, ooh, these seeds look like they're not fully dry yet. So I think I'm just gonna let them sit out and see what they do, see if they dry at all. I'm gonna let them sit on my little screen with everything else. Okay, so these ones, don't look fully dry either, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those in the pile that need more drying. Okay, so I haven't been able to do all of the flowers just yet. I'm gonna bag the rest up and take them to my mom's and just do them there. But I did get a lot of flowers de-seeded. So these are the ones that I have de-seeded so far, and these are all the seeds that I got from them. These are all of the seeds that were a little iffy. They seem wet. I'm not sure if they'll be able to dry out fully. I'm guessing they will be able to, so I'm just to be safe, I am gonna lay both these ones and these ones out to dry fully. I'm pretty sure these ones are good to be bagged up, but just to be on the safe side, I am gonna let them sit out for a few days. And with these ones, I'm just gonna see if they'll dry out. I'm gonna keep them separated though, just in case. And then these are the ones that I still need to de-seed. And I've kind of gotten really into it, so it's taking me a minute. So this will take me probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And then I have all of those flowers to do. And so I think like this many flowers is about how many these were. Maybe these were a little bit more than those, but still I was able to get quite a few seeds from just the little flowers I had, so that's pretty exciting. So that does conclude today's video. I kind of just wanted to do a short, sweet, and fun, relaxing little video. I do, however, have an exciting thing that I put together in my office. I mentioned in a few videos back, I believe that I was going to be getting a reptile in October. I'm going to gift myself a reptile for my 24th birthday because I've been wanting a reptile for a few years now. And I've only really gotten a couple of things for the spirited dragon. But we are going to a reptile expo to get this reptile. So I want to make sure I have the enclosure all ready and perfect and make sure everything is good for when it comes home. But yesterday I did put something together. So I had to rearrange my office. It's a little crowded now, but I really like it. It feels really cozy and it doesn't feel super overwhelming. And the main thing was this big shelf. I had to make sure that I had room for the shelf. I think it'll be fine by the window, but this is where the enclosure is gonna go, right here. And I think that's enough space between the shelf and the shelf. I think that's more than enough space. And then I have these 3 bottom ones for just whatever, like the food or the substrate or anything like that. But I did also get this little hideout, and then I got food and water dish, a humidity thermometer, and that is basically it for now. So the next big purchase is gonna be that enclosure, which is about $400. So that's gonna be, I think, the bulk of my purchase for this reptile is the enclosure. The enclosure is the most expensive thing. So that's really exciting. I'm excited that I finally have a shelf to put this enclosure on, because the enclosure is about, I think it's a 67-gallon tank. So it's a 48 inches in length and 18 inches in height and width, I believe. But yeah, I'm super excited for that. But that does conclude for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.